On this day, my thoughts always return to when I celebrated Three Kings' Day in the beautiful Austrian city of Salzburg. With snow covering the fields and roofs, and ice-covered trees glistening in the moonlight, it was very much like a Christmas card. In the cathedral, the Prince Archbishop presided, with choir and orchestra providing a complete Mozart Mass. In the homes, people sat around Christmas trees decked with real candles, singing the old German carols accompanied by the accordion. Delicious baked goods and liquid libations kept the spirit going. The atmosphere could not have been more festive for welcoming the Three Kings. But the most enchanting sight and sound of the day came in the form of groups of exotically dressed young people going through the streets singing a song about following a star. These are called the Sternsinger, star singers. Dressed as the Three Kings, they carry their star from house to house. Above the doorpost of each house, they write in chalk the letters C-M-B for Caspar, Melchior, and Balthazar, the names traditionally given to the Magi. These letters have a deeper meaning as well. Christus mansionem benedicat. May Christ bless this home. In some parts of the world, this feast is celebrated more than Christmas, for it has a very special significance. Until now, the Christmas story has dealt only with people of Jesus' own race and religion, from the prophets foretelling the coming of Jesus, to John the Baptist, Mary, Joseph, and then to old Simeon and Anna in the temple. All these beautiful stories have to do with Jewish people, for Christ was born into a Jewish family. But with the Magi, this all changes, for they come from far-off lands and practice an entirely different faith, showing that God comes not to one people alone, but to all peoples and all persons. By the 9th century, these Magi, or astrologers, were seen in legend as three kings of the three races known at that time. One looked like a white European, one was Asian, and one was black. That popular legend reflects a beautiful understanding that at the crib in Bethlehem there is a place for all of us, no matter our origin, language, or color of skin. Go with me now from Salzburg to that place where it all began. There at the grotto where Jesus was born, the Patriarch of Jerusalem celebrates a Christmas midnight Mass and always speaks of peace as the Christmas message. I remember one powerful sermon he gave a few years ago, speaking out against the cruel treatment of the people there and calling for an end to bloodshed. Peace, he said, is the solution to every conflict, to every difference. War cannot bring peace. Prisons cannot bring stability. And walls, no matter how high we build them, will never bring security. But only the true peace which comes from God. Here in Bethlehem, the silence of the grotto is far louder than the voice of the cannons and machine guns. The silence of the grotto gives life to all those whose voice has been suffocated by tears, to all those who have sought refuge in silence. From Salzburg, from Bethlehem. Let us go to our own little crib. We come from all corners of the world. Perhaps some identify with a king that is presented as European, perhaps with the one portrayed as an Asian, or perhaps the African. Or perhaps, if you are like me, you identify much more with the poor barefoot shepherds there. There is a place at the crib for each of us. The message of God's universal love speaks to our hearts as an international community. What we build up in our church is a step towards building a more peaceful world. At the invitation of the Patriarch, at the invitation of the Christ child, let us go into the stillness, the peace of the grotto at Bethlehem. Let us make that peace our own, so that with us a world of peace may finally dawn. Let us return to Salzburg and ask the singers to write on our homes and on our hearts those 3 powerful letters, that the gift of the Magi, the gift of Christmas peace, may be ours. Christus mansionem benedicat. May Christ bless our homes, bless our hearts, and bless this poor, war-ravaged world of ours with the true and lasting peace that only He can give.